The subject is just technology and how fast it's changing, and I mean that
Okay,
just
good.
becomes apparent every day. And
Hmm.
yeah, it's not just with internet connectivity; it's artificial intelligence, it's everything. So I don't think people realize how big of an impact that's going to have on everybody's day to day. You're going to see vehicles, like they used to come with satellite radio, they're going to come with satellite internet. Whether or not it's Starlink or not, I mean, it's going to impact everybody in a good way.
I mean, like the process of getting the buyer contract and target markets put together was simply shooting back and forth verbally with Dan probably 6 months ago, I'd say, just on one of our phone calls going to and from school. I mean, I was just writing down notes, and I was up here in Salisbury, he was back home, and then converted those notes to a Word document, and then finally put it in a presentable order, then put it into ChatGPT. So it's all original work, and then say, hey, help me mold a buyer contract with these constraints, and see what it spits out, make the necessary adjustments for what you're doing, because obviously what it puts out isn't going to be exactly what you need or want, and tailor it to what you do, and then you got your finalized professional product, and it takes you fraction of the time than drawing it up from scratch. And there's a little bit of a personal input in there, but using it to aid and not do it for you is the best part about ChatGPT. It can do what 100 people can do in a matter of seconds. It takes
Exactly.
100 people an hour to do this thing, just like that.
And the key there is not just relying on the output, but it's refining what you put into it, and using that and collaborating with different people, and you just end up with a product that's absolutely way better than any human could have put together.
I was talking to my son, and he's getting ready to expand his business. He's got a paint company, and he wants to make his painters, instead of making them 1099s, he wants to make them subcontractors. Well, the subcontracting world for services like that differ a little bit from what I remember subcontracting. So as I'm talking to him on the phone, I'm just asking ChatGPT. I specifically said, paint company, 1099 structure now, moving towards subcontracting. Give me some draft information that I can, chew over to share with my son. And I actually put it in that way. And so it came back with really good tabulated information, because I also said put it in tabs. Okay, I'm taking verbatim what it said. And that's the way I've enjoyed using it from the get-go.
Yes.
I really think it's a resource tool. I like the collaboration. I've even actually said to it, I disagree with what you just told me. And it comes back and says, well, what point are we trying to make? Then I'm dialoguing with it, which really freaked me out a little bit. But when I said I disagree with what you're saying, that's when I knew that the algorithms that were already in place said, whoa, wait a minute, maybe we need to kind of branch into a different direction. This person may have some more data or more examples that we need to look at. And so I thought for a brief moment that I was conversing with an artificial intelligence, and I was okay with that. I was okay. Fast forward, I experimented with ChatGPT with that, and I took something complicated, and I said, I want you to dissect this and give it back to me at the 7th grade level. And when it did, I realized another potential of this tool is sometimes, like you said, if you're so focused on the subject matter and you're trying to share that subject matter with somebody, it's nice to have some environment like this new AI environment to help bring it down to a level that still makes the point, but actually makes it so that it's readable to a different audience. I'm in an RV park right now, and of the high-end RV coaches, I'm noticing of the 12 coaches that are here, 3 of them have had their satellite dishes removed, and they put the roaming Starlink dish on top. So they have that roaming capability. And we were just talking about it 2 days ago over some lunch about how wonderful it is for them to sit there and be able to do internet interactions while traveling, down the road at 75 miles an hour. I just read a press release this morning from Starlink that they are very close to negotiating with major airlines to replace their antenna systems with Starlink antennas. So it's moving fast. There's no doubt about it. And then Elon's going to release his satellite-capable phone by the end of the year. And if you just loaded iOS 18 on your iPhone, in there is an area that says satellite capability is a check mark now. You can check it off as being able to use your phone to communicate with satellite communications. So there's a handshake that's about to happen at a certain level, probably 15 and above, where you're going to have satellite capability on your iPhone. They're not brought gently into this new technology insertion.
Right.
And that's where the Wi-Fi guy comes in and says, we're going to help you. We're going to help you understand it. We're going to help you walk through it, because it's technology that's growing and evolving, and we are too. We're going to help you really understand how this technology evolution is occurring. So don't be afraid of it. Don't be frightened by it. Don't be stressed out by it.
We're going into this new era where anything seems possible, where you can create anything at a click of a button, where you can start a business tomorrow.